Do you know, 4,000 years ago, the last of the great woolly mammoths walked the icy plains of Siberia. Since then, they've lived only in legends and museums. But what if I told you by 2028 we might see them alive again? Not in a movie, not in a lab, but in the real world. Fur-covered giants marching across the tundra. Welcome to Let's. In this video, we will take you to the incredible journey of science, technology, climate activism, and controversy behind the revival of the woolly mammoth. This is not science fiction. This is real, and it's happening right now. So, why bring back a creature that's been extinct for thousands of years? The answer lies not in history, but in the future. The Arctic is warming faster than anywhere else on Earth. The frozen permafrost ground that's been solid for centuries is melting, and as it melts, it releases greenhouse gases like methane and carbon dioxide, accelerating climate change. Here's where the mammoths come in. These massive herbivores used to roam in large herds, trampling trees, digging through snow, and encouraging grassy ecosystems which reflect sunlight better than forests and help keep the ground frozen. In other words, by reviving mammoths, we could help slow down Arctic warming and restore the lost ecosystem known as the mammoth steppe. This isn't just about bringing something back, it's about healing the Earth using ancient biology. At the center of this bold mission is a company called Colossal Biosciences, founded in 2021. It's led by Ben Lamb, a tech entrepreneur, and Dr. George Church, a Harvard geneticist and one of the world's foremost experts in genetic engineering. Colossal has already raised over $200 million in funding, with support from tech billionaires, climate investors, and even celebrities like Chris Hemsworth and Paris Hilton. Yes, you heard that right. Their mission? To de-extinct the woolly mammoth by creating a living, breathing, cold-resistant elephant with mammoth traits. They're not trying to clone mammoths, they're building a genetic hybrid. Let's break down the science. Step 1. Decode the mammoth's DNA. Thanks to frozen mammoth remains preserved in permafrost, scientists have recovered intact genetic material, like reading a book that's been buried in ice for 4,000 years. Step 2. Compare it to the DNA of the Asian elephant, the mammoth's closest living relative. Step 3. Use CRISPR-Cas9, a revolutionary gene editing tool, to insert mammoth genes into elephant DNA. These genes control key traits like thick woolly fur, smaller ears to retain heat, a fat layer for insulation, cold-resistant hemoglobin in the blood. Step 4. Grow the embryo. Ideally, in an artificial womb, though scientists are also exploring using surrogate elephant mothers. And it's not just theory. In 2024, researchers created mammoth gene mice, tiny, furry test subjects that survived extreme cold. A major proof of concept. If all goes as planned, Colossal expects to birth its first mammoth elephant calf by 2028. But what happens once the calf is born? Colossal plans to raise these mammoth hybrids in a protected Arctic reserve, possibly in Siberia's Pleistocene Park, a Russian experiment aiming to restore the Ice Age ecosystem. In this semi-wild setting, the mammoth could roam, forage, and eventually form herds naturally maintaining the tundra. The long-term vision? A self-sustaining population that helps cool the Earth and restore lost biodiversity. It sounds like something out of Jurassic Park, but this isn't fiction. This is biology, engineering, and climate science coming together. Of course, not everyone is cheering. Bringing back an extinct species raises serious ethical and ecological questions. What if these mammoths don't survive? What if they suffer in unfamiliar conditions? What if they become invasive or disrupt current wildlife? And what about the Asian elephants used in the process? Already endangered and sensitive animals. Animal rights groups like PETA argue this is cruelty masked as innovation. Others warn that focusing on de-extinction could distract from protecting species that are alive today. And then there's the question of precedent. If we bring back mammoths, what's next? Saber-toothed cats? Dinosaurs? Just because we can. Should we still research from this project is already reshaping science. The technology being developed to revive mammoths could help save endangered elephants, restore lost genes in animals like the Tasmanian tiger or dodo, advance artificial womb science for humans and animals alike, even develop solutions for human disease and climate repair. This isn't just about bringing back the past, it's about reshaping the future. The woolly mammoth is just the beginning. So, will we really see a living woolly mammoth by 2028? The timeline is ambitious. Science is real, the world is watching. In a few short years, the Arctic wind may once again carry the thunder of mammoth footsteps. Would you walk beside a mammoth? If you found this fascinating, make sure to give it a like, subscribe for more deep dive science content, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you support the return of the mammoth? Or do you think some things should stay extinct? Thanks for watching. Stay curious and stay wild. What began as a dream may soon become a living reality. And when it does, we'll be witnessing not just the return of a species, but the start of a new chapter in Earth's history.